Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. I have the pleasure to be joined by Henry Turner at the iBox Gym. Henry, how are you today, mate?
All good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I mean, it's my first time down here. I've heard a lot about the iBox Gym, and mate, I love it. I love the champions wall you've got on there. It's great.
We're starting to fill it up now. It's getting good. We need another line up there now.
Definitely, mate. Too many champions in this gym. I mean, you guys are flying at the moment. I do want to touch on your last performance against Tom Farrell. I mean, on paper, it was kind of a big step up for yourself. It was a big fight, and you impressed and you proved why you're one of the fast rising lightweight prospects in the country as well.
Yeah, no, on paper it was a massive step up, and a lot of people was talking about it, which made the fight more interesting. And I think a lot of eyes were on that night. So to go out there and put a performance on like that, and I don't think I even dropped a round, was very good.
Definitely, mate, and I think it shows as well because Tom Farrell is a great fighter himself, and he's just put in a good performance against Khalil Majid as well. So fair play to you. And I think the words that everyone wants to know, obviously after an impressive performance like that, Henry, is when are you back out? Is there anything that you can kind of say about when you're next out and where?
Well, I'm hoping November, so hopefully very soon.
Definitely, mate. Well, we look forward to it. Is there any kind of links to an opponent, or is it another domestic name? Because obviously, as much as everyone likes prospects coming through, like with the Tom Farrell fight, I think it was a bit more exciting when it was Tom Farrell. It was a domestic opponent as well. Is that what you were hoping for as well?
Yeah, it's going to hopefully be another domestic opponent and another step towards obviously getting in line for that British title next year and Commonwealth title. So yeah, we're working on domestic fights because I believe they're better fights. People know both names that way, and it makes for a better fight.
Definitely, mate. Is that what an ideal kind of 2024 would be for you? Obviously, I know Sam's got the Commonwealth title at the moment. Obviously, Queensberry have just signed Gavin Gwynn as well. He's got the British title as well. He's fighting for the European. Would an ideal 2024 end with Henry Turner being the British champion?
That would be the perfect end to 2024, wouldn't it? Yeah, so hopefully, just working towards getting that British title shot and the Commonwealth title. Even if I can win the Commonwealth title and then win the British title, but both would be nice.
Definitely, mate. And obviously the British title is kind of steeped in history as well. I mean, a lot of people have won that title, especially lightweight as well. It's a very competitive division. What would it mean to you to lift that British title?
Oh, it mean the world. I think it's one of the most prestigious belts in boxing, and to win it is one thing I want to do in my career, you know. So I'd love to win it and defend it all 3 times and keep it, to be honest with you. So we'll see how we go.
Definitely, and when I think you look at the run Dalton Smith just went on and held it, it does have that bit more special thing holding that British title out, right? I do want to touch on kind of the sparring that you've been doing for this camp. Obviously, you've been starring Sam Noakes here and Leli. Is it Buttigieg?
Leli Buttigieg, I think it's called. I got a job to pronounce his name.
I was going to say, I think Eddie's told me that I don't think he's here today, and I'm not glad about it because I wanted to interview him, but getting his last name wrong.
Pronounce his name right, yeah. I think he's been sparring Josh Kelly today, so.
Oh, fair. I did want to ask you about that, but maybe next time as well. But yourself, you've been sparring Leli, you've been sparring Sam Noakes here, but also Ohara Davies as well, obviously. You've got a lot of fighters, kind of Ohara at the top, Sam Noakes kind of on his way up, and then Leli just beginning. How has it been sparring those different names?
No, I've had some brilliant sparring for this camp. Like you say, Ohara Davies, he's on the verge of a world title. Sam Noakes on the verge of a British title, hopefully very soon. And like Leli is a big middleweight. He's a big kid, so I've had some great sparring all throughout this camp already, and hopefully, carry on getting some more good sparring, and then I'll be out ready to put on a show.
Definitely, mate. Well, we look forward to it. I do want to kind of touch on, obviously, I was at the Repton home show last night. Obviously, I'll do my research. You fought for the Repton for a while. Obviously, it was the Tony Burns tournament. I know that, obviously, towards the end of his time at Repton, he obviously wasn't very well. He wasn't at the gym in as much as he obviously would have liked to, but everyone who I spoke to, even if they didn't know him long, had a story about Tony and his legacy in the Repton. Is there anything that kind of you say about Tony and his time at the Repton when you were there?
Well, I had Bobby Beck as a head coach, but Tony always used to be in the gym now and again. He'd come in, he'd have a moan at a few people. He was a bit of a, I would say, a strange character. I found him nice. I liked him. Some people, he's a bit like Marmite, I think, some people. But he'd tell people off for standing on the wall because all the walls got the champions on it, and he used to be very protective over the wall. So if someone had their leg up it, he'd be telling them off. But no, he was a really nice man to me. He gave me a lot of wise words, and but I had Bobby Beck mainly training me, which, as you know, is a very, very good trainer, and I was very close to.
Definitely, and I think the legacy of the Repton kind of lives on with fighters like you, obviously fighting on the big stage, and especially as well, you fought at York Hall and we were there last night. It was great as well. Just to finish, Henry, thank you for giving me your time today as well. Obviously, you signed to Frank Warren and Queensberry. I feel like Frank's had a very good year. Queensberry have had a very good year promoting you guys. Obviously, you've had a very active year as well. Kind of, what is it like to have Frank Warren and Queensberry kind of backing you in your career?
Oh, it's great, especially now. Like, I think Frank Warren and Queensberry Promotions are really taking it to the next level. Like, you see the Riyadh season the other night, that was a massive promotion company out in Saudi Arabia. So I feel like they're getting bigger and bigger. So it's great to have them backing me and behind me, and hopefully I'll be on one of them big shows.
Definitely. Henry Turner on Fury Usyk in January.
Oh, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Definitely, mate. Hopefully I can fly out to see you there as well. Henry Turner, thank you very much for giving me your time, and yeah, best of luck for a hard training session now as well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, bro. Thank you very much.